Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. We are going to do pulls for Sagittarius energy. We have the Sun card coming out. We have Taurus coming out. Cultivate. Sun is a promise of prayers that you have been thinking on, working towards, and the Taurus energy is encouraging you to cultivate the prayers even at this time. The sun is indicative to a promise. Um, the only way that promises are made, though, is if we all keep our part of the promise. So we're looking at spiritual cultivation, the spiritual part of you and your higher power cultivating Taurus energy, which is agriculture. It's also the body. It's cultivating your energetic field, cultivating your organs and cells, cultivating to take care of your anatomy. The sun promises these things, because as shines on the grass grows. And so the sun shall cultivate your money, your fruit, as we look at the Taurus energy and its horns holding grapes and leaves. There's growth there as you continue to work towards what you've been cultivating. The other thing that I look at is the Taurus energy um, in a present time. We're in the north node of Taurus, and that means that if you haven't looked at something in the Taurus energy concerning real estate, if you haven't looked at making some changes in the field of your finances and money, you could have some challenges. So I would look at where I have been going and see if there's any alterations that needs to be taken, Sagittarius. I'm going to give you your third card because this change seems like there's a promise that you're working towards, but you're going to have to make some changes in the promise. You have to make some changes to accommodate where you're going and what you really want out of life. All right, so here's your last card. And so Gemini energy is coming up and it's asking you, and these are the three planets of energy that you'll be working with as I have pulled. Gemini is across from your first house. Gemini is the energy. It asks for yin and yang's process of wholeness to come in. In this card, is called cross pollinate. So that means that you're going to have to work with groups, or you're going to consider, let me say that, working with groups. It's as a bee goes to sup off of flowers and plants. The bee also sups off of the flowers and other plants so that it can um, breed or release the honey. So there's a cross pollinating. And this is a process of life because the bee has a need and the flowers and the plants provide that. And then when we look at that, that's Gemini's energy. It's going to and fro in communities um, to help one another. That kind of thing. It travels back and forth to help others. It's not just that you're per se doing it, but you're also finding or attracting energetically individuals and businesses that's going to be cross pollinated minded. That's what happens in business, by the way, in partnerships. All right. So this is what I have for you. And I would say also, um, yeah, there's a change of mind there where there's been some self centeredness. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but kind of like stuck in an old way. So this here Taurus cultivating card is two as well, and it's calling you to cultivate new thoughts and new ideas so that you are able to um, see the big picture, not just your picture. All right. The picture as it is now, because Gemini is across from your first house, is asking you to look into other areas where you can be of service, but the service will be for you as well. There will be a balance there. All right. So blessings. Bye bye, Sagittarius. Share and subscribe.